Hello everyone, let's code again. Today we will solve the Leetcode problem 2, which is add two numbers. It is of medium level. Uh, we are given two non-empty linked lists like this one and this one. Okay, and we are required to add these two numbers. The numbers are positive, non-negative integers, and also it's stored in reverse order. So this is the 100th level, this is the 10th, and this is the first digit. So this number, for example, it's not 243, it's 342. So we need to add these two numbers and it says each digit of the number is stored in a node. So this node have one digit, this node have one digit, and this node have one digit, and so on. The output is also required to us to be a linked list. This is the output. So basically we add 2 and 5, which will be 7, 4 and 6, which will be 10. It will be 0 because it can store only one digit, and 1 will be carry here. And 3 and 4 plus 1, it will be 8. So let's first explain simple addition. Like we have 243, it's 342, 342 plus 465. So we need to add these two numbers. So simple, this is 7, 4 and 16, 0 and 1, and this is 8. Okay, this is simple, but we also need to think about some edge cases. Like first example here is carry number, which will happen here. So when we do coding, we need to think of this case. We have also to think of different size. What if we have like first linked list is 3 numbers, and second one could be like this, is 4 numbers. Luckily it's in reverse order. So we can add this to this, we can add this to this, we can add this to this, and here we will assume it's 0 in the code. I will show you 0, and we add this to this, this simple. So the output, we may think the output, it will be number of nodes in the output. We may think it's the same number of the largest list node, like this one, 4. But there are cases, if the size is different, logically it will be the same size, or not necessary, it could be also more. If the size is different, also could be, the output could be 5 digit. Also, if the size is the same, also could be more digit. Why? Because we may have, like example here, we may have 9, and this is, for example, 4 and 6. So the output of this, it will be 0, carry 1. So 1 plus 9, also it will be 0 and carry 1. So we need to think of extra node here. So this is new size. Also we need to think, and different size, we need also to think about it. So here I will start doing the coding. Okay, I already defined here a list node because I'm using Jupyter Lab. So I defined the class list node which have value and next. A default value for value, I will put it 0, and next default is none. And here is our solution. We will do it here. So first I will only define a dummy node, and I will tell you why. I will make it list node for nothing, it's just a dummy, and I will show you later why. And a current node that will iterate through for the result is, let's say it's equal dummy as a start. As I explained, we may have carry, so the carry now will be 0. We assume the carry is 0 by default. And when we will do the looping, the iteration, we will do the iteration while L1 or L2 is not known, because it's not AND, because maybe one of them, the size of one of them is bigger than the other. So it's either L1 or L2 have some information. We need to do the addition. So let's say value 1 equal L1 dot val. If L1 exists, is not known, Else, if it's none, we will assume the value is 0. Because as I said, we may have one node list bigger than the other. Same thing for the L2. If L2, else 0. Now let's store the addition in temporary variable, and I will tell you why in temporary variable. We will say value 1 plus value 2 plus the carry, because carry could be 0 or could be 1. At the beginning, it's 0. And now the new carry value will be what's the output of the addition. If it's bigger than 9, like 10 or 11 or 12, we will have a carry equal 1. So carry, it will be temp integer division by 10. Okay, and new value, because we only need the first digit of the temp value, so it will be also temp the remainder of division with 10. And we can update current.next equal, our result will be in the current.next, which is at the beginning is dummy, current equal dummy. So we say current.next equal list node for the new val. So we put our output in the new node for the result. Okay, now we need also to update L1 equal L1.next. If L1 is not none, else we say it's none. And L2 equal L2.next. If L2 exists, else none. And we also need to update our current to point to the next node, because for the next value, we will put it in the next node for the current. And at the end, what will we return? We will not return dummy, because dummy, first node of the dummy is a dummy node. So we will return dummy.next. Okay, we may think this is over. Okay, we will iterate through L1 and L2 if one of them is bigger than the other, but we missed one point, which is here, which is what if we have a new size for the output. So we need also to put condition here or carry, because maybe the last addition have a carry of 1. This will be none, this will also be none, but this will be 1. So we need to create a new node and put 1 in it. So here we need put condition or carry. It will come here, value 1 will be 0, value 2 will be 0, temp, it will be 0 plus 0 plus 1, it will be 1. Carry, new carry will be 0, and the new value will be 1, and we will put new value in the new node, and L1 and L2 next will be none, and carry, it becomes 0 here, and it will exist from this loop. So let's test it first here in the Jupyter. Okay, I created already node 1 and node 2 here. Okay, and this is a2 for the class solution. Okay, and we will add the two numbers. I store the result in the result, and I wrote a helper function, a helper loop actually, not a function, because it's the result. It's how to say, it's a node list. So if we try to print the result, we will see something like this pointing to a memory, but we need to read its value. So I iterate through each node and put the value appended in the output, and then print the output. And as you see, the result is 708, which is 807. It's correct. So also let's try it in the Leetcode website. So I will paste my solution and I will submit. And it's correct. The memory, it's very good, and the runtime is also very good, 77%, better than others. So I hope this is clear for you. Please write in the comment if you want me to explain any step here that's not clear. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and goodbye.